We feel an impression of you. One of people's main concerns about really just showing up in the world, but especially in video, sorry about that, little an alert came up, but especially in video, is that people will see our flaws, our minuscule little pieces of our physical appearance that we don't like. And time again, tons of evidence, the reflections of people watching the videos in Project U, the reflections back of the person being seen and witnessed, is we don't see the little flaw you're pointing out. What we see is an energetic, we see this impression, this whole you. It actually relates to how we see, like actually process information through our eyeballs and our corneas, because we don't see infinite detail. We don't see leaves on the tree. We see shapes, we see form, we see mass, we see light and dark, and that's how we show up to other people. So that little sliver, like that is kind of the foundation, is how do you feel about your physicality? How do you feel about being seen and your appearance? If there's any wiggle, any wobble, any little sliver, little tiny sliver, that has you being insecure or doubtful or worried about it, that little part is gonna come through. And it's not gonna necessarily take you off total course. It's not gonna necessarily show up in your bottom line and business revenue, although it affects it. But the thing I think is so insidious about this is you can still do pretty well. Like if you're doing the massive action and you're doing all the right and you're in alignment, you can be pretty wobbly. You can have a lot of stuff going on in your head, even though you're doing pretty well. And where I'm at is imagine how well you could be doing with that stuff gone, with that stuff evaporated. I mean, and it comes with the good and the bad, the back of the hand, the front of the hand. They'll feel your confidence. They'll feel your alignment. They'll feel your solidity. It's one of the things I say often. They'll feel your heart too. And they'll also feel the doubts, the worries, the insecurities. And they're gonna feel if you're trying to prove something. Proving something, if you're trying to overcompensate, if you come at this from a space of trying to convince someone of anything, there's even that little sliver of trying to convince is gonna come through, and it's not a conducive feeling for the other person in order for them to take the next step with you, whatever that may be. That it'll be that much harder for them to take that step. So it'll minimize how many people resonate with your message and your voice, and then reach out for more or reach out and to do the next step.